let's talk to our dear sweet Jared Thorban.
All right, let me save this.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey Thorban, now Derek's gonna save this progress on the level we're building.
In here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, what do the strawberries do?
So the way the levels work in adventure mode is you need a beginning starting point, which is this cage over here to the left.
That's where you get let out.
That's where you get let out. You need an exit point, which is this green warp all the way to the right, and you need at least 3 strawberries.
Checkpoints.
No, you need to collect the strawberries to like open up the exit.
Gotcha, gotcha. In the real game, they're diamonds, right?
Right, but in this version they are strawberries.
In the real game, there's cats that are trying to get the diamonds from you.
This
Look
little
at that.
wacky level.
Boom.
Oh,
instant death. Look at that.
Instant kill, and then am I trapped here? I guess I can move it.
So maybe some of the levels are required death. I mean,
some of them might require you to die.
It's interesting because yeah, you got killed by that rock, but then you could just respawn and use the rock then later on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I try not to make it so that you have to die.
Yeah, you want to give them an out.
Boom, little test level there. All right, it works for now. We'll have to spruce that one up, make it better later. We'll save it. We'll save it for now.
Yeah. So you just threw 3 in there, but you're eventually gonna hide those motherfuckers, so they need to go get them.
Create a new playlist here.
Interesting. All right. Well, Thorban, now you've been the subject of a lot of controversy and in all honesty, a lot of strife between Derrick and myself. What with all the snack foods you send into the podcast that get permission or maybe don't get permission to be eaten out of the fridge. Recently, there was a bin of grapevines sent to the podcast. And were you the one, in fact, am I remembering that correctly, Jared?
I didn't send the grapevines.
You didn't send the grapevines. Okay.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
He did try to give me permission to eat. Well, he did. That's the reason I was thinking. He tried to give me permission to eat them last week.
No. I said
there, Jared. You're trying to throw me under that bus.
Derrick said if there were no black vines in the headquarters, you could open the grapevines. And I said if you take the black vines home, then there's no black vines at the headquarters.
He tries to trick me every week when he calls in on the stream. He knows I'm weak-willed.
Well, let me put the W, so we're gonna call this level Garrett Don't Know.
Oh!
Because Garrett don't know who's sending the snack food or not.
I don't know. But, Jared...
Okay, let's get out of here.
How can we help you this evening?
I had a few questions. First, I liked how Derrick was talking about...
First off, slow it down.
Oh, okay.
Second half of the 2-part question, what kind of questions? Are they
questions
racy?
about
Is it
video
anything
games?
like a racy topic? Anything?
No.
Anything obscene?
I tell you what.
No.
Nothing interesting, like nothing about sex or crazy.
No.
Embarrassing thing that happened to you. Nothing.
Is he gonna talk about any of his fuck parties?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I'm so full. I'm so horny.
I'm trying to get that kind of stuff out of him, but that's. See what I'm all about on the.
We leave what happens at game days at game days.
Yeah,
Garrett,
and at the point that's true. At the Poorly Played stream, we like to keep it political satire, toilet humor.
Shut up for a second. I want to explain what's going on here. This is a playlist I've been working on. I've been experimenting for over a month now, trying to build some levels. These are all my experimentations.
Wow.
A little playlist called Basic Sludge 01, featuring the levels Lil Sludgy, Big Sludgy, Super Sludgy. Then you go to the Switch family. El Switcho, Tricky Switch, Easy Switch, Lil Labyrinth, Tiny Dungeon, Mini Fortress, The Maze.
I see a naming.
I take naming very seriously.
Well, I see an aesthetic here. You have the size, and then the aesthetic.
Gives you a little clue to what you'll be dealing with.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I want you to go through here and select your character, Garrett. Right. You'll take over.
Where do you have the one where the cat is on my head? Not that I am a cat head, but the cat is.
I don't think I do have that.
Sprawled across my face. Well, I'll take a cat head in. Well, hold on. No, here. Where I know I think it's a circular head.
Circle head.
Gonna need a circular head here. Wow, look at all these. Well, Thorban, while I choose, what is a God,
pointer skull.
Thank you, Derrick. Thank you.
Derrick's the expert. I was wondering if we could get an Amiibo update from Derrick. He's got any more
update from me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You know, when I first started talking about Amiibos, I tried to make it clear that I was not intending to get into Amiibos.
Really?
So, you know, I have 3, And I think that's gonna be the conclusion of my collection so far.
Nice even number.
Yeah,
looks good on a shelf.
2 of them are in the box. I only opened up 1. I opened up Luigi for Smash Brothers. I also have Diddy Kong, and I can't recall the name off the top of my head right now, sadly, but I was sent Mega Man.
That happens to me, and I
What,
know.
what about Gold Mario?
Because I want to give shouts out credit where credit's
You know
due.
what? No, Amanda sent me my.
I thought it was
my
Emily.
yoga trainer. What's
Okay,
that?
Nice.
I thought it was
Jared?
Emily. I said I thought Emily sent you the Wii Fit trainer.
Fuck.
I don't
I
know.
don't think it was Emily.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I think it was an Amanda.
So right now, everybody, you get to see Garrett going through my
Damn.
level, Lil Sludgy. This was the first level I created, and I don't know why I went with
How the fuck do you get this guy?
with the goopy block. Yeah, I don't know. How do you get that guy?
Oh, I just got his. Fuck him.
You don't need to kill everybody.
True.
You know, some levels depend. The difficulty changes depending on what weapon you are using. This one isn't too bad. I am gonna warn the viewers at home and Garrett. A couple of these levels are really heinous. Like, they're just hard.
Hey new, hey
They're
new. huh?
tricky. You're not gonna have fun. Like I said, they're like the Saw movies.
Look at that shit.
It's like somebody took Saw
Did it.
and combined it with Battle Block Theater. The
Uh,
most horrifying of all the Battle Block Theater levels. Nice, nice. Ooh, A, you got the. You even did it timely.
I tried to get in there quick.
Cool.
Get in there quick and get in there early.
All right. Anything you want to ask Jared before you move on to the second sludge level?
Jared, I'm sludging, but
What happened to the Gold Mario, Derrick?
The Gold Mario.
Uh-oh.
Maybe
Uh-oh.
Rocco can explain this story, but there was a lot of discussion, a lot of you know, begging and pleading. I think I may have saw a tear at one point. There, people may have been crying over this, but it was decided that Rocco's Amiibo collection would benefit more from the Golden Mario
Oh, okay.
than my Amiibo collection.
it was decided.
We came to a consensus.
Okay, all right.
That's cool.
Yeah. You know what? I'm a friend. I'm a good friend to have. When you're a friend in need, you want to be friends with me. And you know, Rocco explained.
You
to me,
are a good friend to have.
He really,
You're an
really,
ally.
His collection would not be complete without the golden one, which is super rare, according to him. You know, I don't know much about Amiibos, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? But to him, it
Well,
was.
you're welcome, Rocco, because I sent the Gold Mario. So
That was wow.
Yeah.
Thorban coming full circle. He doesn't send licorice, but he does send gold Marios.
Oh.
See, I'm thinking now, Derek. I said you were a good friend to have, but I'm thinking maybe Thorban's a good friend to have as well.
Nice.
He's sending Marios out. Is there a way to look at the whole map? I thought.
You can
Only when
you
you're
can-
in two-player.
Yeah, you can view a little bit forward.
Oh,
You
that's
actually
bad.
came through the
Weird way?
dangerous way. Yeah, you did it though. This is nice to see.
Yeah, I haven't died.
You've played a lot of Battle Block Theater, so it's
Yeah.
interesting to see.
Well,
how
I go with the stick-em gun or whatever just for climbing.
Yeah. See, everybody I've
This
had
fucking
play these
sludge,
levels.
though, man.
Everybody I've had test these levels for me. They don't really play Battle Block
I
Theater.
guessed it was down there. I
Of
could not
course.
see it.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be a lot of guessing and checking around.
Fuck. Okay, there's two. How do I?
I have a second question for
Yeah,
Derek.
go for it,
Well,
Jared.
no, we
You said you
Oh,
you
sorry.
were
specifically said last week, Jared. One question.
what? Oh,
Well, you sound so disappointed. I'm gonna fucking give it to you. Go ahead, but you have to ask it in a southern accent.
okay, I'll try. Although I'm not from the south.
There is no do, only try.
There is
so-
no spoon, Jared. What's your question?
So, Derek, you said you were gonna, one of your New Year's resolutions was doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you have continued pursuing that endeavor.
You know what? I took a break from stand-up comedy, but I did do it for 5 weeks, and I started developing a little bit of a set, and I was happy with my experience. But honestly, stand-up comedy is really hard. I'll be honest with you. It's a whole different... It's an art form, and it's quite an undertaking. There's a lot of learning that goes with it, and I have a whole new respect for stand-up comedians. I find it funny now when people just talk about how they could do stand-up like it'd be so easy. You know what? I had a lot of experience in comedy, and I've been doing funny stuff for over a decade, and stand-up was still fucking hard. But I got a little bit of a good response from it. It's hard to, let me just say, it's hard to become a stand-up comedian. The hardest part is being accepted by fellow stand-up comedians.
I would imagine that, man.
I had so many conversations with stand-up comics, and I'm a nice guy. I'm good at making friends, and they flat out told me, like, hey, stand-up comics,
no one else wants you here.
They don't like new comics. And they're like, one guy was really funny about it. He's like, I don't know why stand-up comedians hate new comedians. It would make more sense to hate somebody who's a threat to you. But we hate unfunny new comedians, and that's just how it is. And so... yeah, it's a tough community to get into. It's a hard thing to do to begin with. I had a lot of fun, and I feel like I might pursue it later on in my life, maybe.
I can't survive on the top of that cow.
You know what? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's weird. I had a lot of fun with it. I might go back to it someday, but it is. I wanted to focus on doing video and filmmaking work. So, yeah.
Well, now you know it's better to always to try than never try at all. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually, like I said, I was kind of putting a set together, so
you liked it.
I did like it, and
you talked to me about it, and it sounded like something that you were really having fun. Once, like you said, like that fucking first time, right?
Yeah. Hey, let me give some advice to anybody out there who wants to be a stand-up comedian. No, get this through your head. You are not funny, and you're not gonna make anybody laugh the first time you go up on stage. That's just not gonna happen.
Because open mic is other stand-up comedians who are waiting to go on, staring back at you.
Yeah, but also a lot of it too.
Not impressed, right?
A lot of the thing about stand-up comedy is overcoming this hurdle of, oh man, I need to be fucking funny, and if I'm not funny, I'm a failure. Look, you're not gonna be funny. There's no way, you have no chance in hell you're gonna be funny your first time out. And so. A lot of stand-up comedy, for me at least, was getting used to being on stage and getting comfortable being up there. And you know what? I did it for 5 weeks, and I would go out a couple times a week, and every time I went out, I would tell 5 brand new jokes. And maybe one of them would kind of work, and I would take that one, and I would think, okay, that one kind of worked. I put it in my back pocket, and I'd go tell 5 new jokes. Okay, that one kind of worked. And then at the end of the week, I had a collection of jokes that kind of worked. And then the next week I would go out and I'd try a set of all those jokes.
5-minute set.
Yeah, and polish them, and it's a process of going out over time and seeing what works for you and building on it. It definitely is not like I'm gonna go out there and knock them dead. That's the expectation, and it's not like that. I feel like the best way to put it, this is the analogy. Doing stand-up comedy, everybody has seen stand-up comics and they have an idea of what it's like to see a stand-up comic go on stage and be hilarious. That's like watching a porno and thinking you know what sex is like. Okay, that's what a professional does when they get paid to do it and they're really good. That's not what your experience is gonna be like. So there's a lot of adjusting the expectations. So that's my advice to new comics. Adjust your expectations, and it's gonna be a couple weeks of putting your set together.
Did you find that when you were on stage doing some of the work that you were familiar with, you could find like a new little tag or a new way to say it or a different thing to inflect on that would get a better laugh than like the last night you did it? Or?
Whenever I would go out, I would always want the nugget of the idea, and I wouldn't ever want to focus too much on how I said it or this is the way I said it before, because for me at least, personally, it was like I can feel in my heart when I'm being funny, and it doesn't have to do with what I'm saying, it's just the energy I'm putting forward. So when I focus too much on, oh, I have to say it like this because that's how that's what got the big last time, it wouldn't do so well because I would be kind of regurgitating myself, and yeah, I would just think like, okay, this idea is what's funny, just hold on to that idea, and when the time comes, just deliver that idea. So yeah, in doing that over and over, I got funnier, but, you know, it's not like I was adding more to the lines themselves. Hey, you did it. You're actually, yeah, you're really good at this game, I can tell, because you've been moving through these levels
and the little hidden
quickly.
There was a hidden block in one of those that fucked me up. I was like, how do I get in there? But I figured.
I wasn't paying attention.
That second one took longer than the third one. Yeah, no.
They're going to get,
progressively.
not as annoying. They're going to get better made as you go on.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I hope that answers your question, Jared.
Yeah, thanks for calling
thanks.
in, Thor, man.
Yep.
We sure do love you. We'll see you next time, brother.
Yep. See you later.
Thor Band's got his own theme.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, right?